Hey my cookies! Today I will be showing you how to make this super delicious and easy fork tender pot roast in a pressure cooker. Let's cook. Starting with my about 3.5 pound chuck roast, I'm going to pour on some Worcestershire sauce on both sides and then kind of pat it in, massage it a little bit. No happy ending. And we're going to do this to both sides of the roast. Here's my seasoning blend. I have some onion powder, garlic powder, some thyme, and some Cajun seasoning. And I'm just going to sprinkle that all over the roast and pat it in. You don't want to rub it off, but just pat it so it gets into the meat. And make sure that you do the sides as well. Gotta season the edges. In my well-used pressure cooker, I'm adding some vegetable oil. I have the preset set on saute. Oh, hey y'all, you see me? Okay, I have the preset set on the brown saute setting. So I turned the heat up as high as it would go. On my pressure cooker, it's 310 degrees. So once that oil gets really good and hot, we can add in the roast. And we're going to brown the roast to get a good sear on all sides. So we're going to do that for about 3 minutes per side. Again, we want to take care of our edges, the edges of the roast. So make sure that you get all sides seared really nicely. When the roast has seared, remove it from the pot and you see all that good brown fun down there, leave it in there. That is the good stuff. We're going to add some coarsely chopped onion and bell pepper. I leave them chopped big because we're pressure cooking. If we chop them finely, they'll just disintegrate throughout the cooking process. So we're going to lower the preset. We're still on that brown saute preset. We're going to lower that heat down to 800. What the really? Lower the heat to a medium setting. My pressure cooker medium is like 284 degrees, so something around that. Once our veggies have a little color to them, we're going to add in our minced garlic. Don't burn my garlic. Saute them only for 30 seconds. That's all you need. And then we can go ahead and deglaze the bottom of our pot. Lift up that good fond with some red wine. Make sure the wine is dry, not sweet. I'm using Merlot. When the wine starts to simmer, we want to gently stir and scrape up that fond off the bottom of the pot to release all of that flavor. Alright, now you can get your little roast back into the pot and we're going to cover him with our carrots and celery. Just place that on top and we're going to pour in some beef stock. Here I'm just sprinkling a little bit more dried thyme on top. We're going to close the lid, make sure that that pressure releasing valve is closed and locked. And we're going to manually set the timer for 1 hour and jack that pressure all the way up to high. After that hour of cooking, we want to allow the pressure to naturally release for 20 minutes before unlocking the pressure releasing valve. When you do that, lift that lid and that smell is going to slap you in your face. It smells amazing. And that meat is going to be completely fork tender. Like I was trying to pick this thing up and it was literally falling apart on me. So that's a good thing. Now we have this beautifully colored broth with tons of flavor, but it's too thin. We got to thicken this up. I don't like using cornstarch for a gravy. It has more of a consistency for sauces. That's what cornstarch is for. For gravy, I like to use browned flour. Browned flour is super easy to make. All you have to do is place all-purpose flour into a skillet or a pan and bake it on 400 for about 45 minutes to an hour. And you just remove it every 15 minutes and give it a stir to make sure that it's not burning until it's a nice lightly browned color. And you got brown flour. No worries, I'll have detailed instructions down there in the link in the description box. Of course, when you put the flour into the broth, it's going to bubble up and lump up. So that's why I have turned my pressure cooker back on the brown saute setting so that it will bring the mixture to a simmer and will cook out that flour and it will result in a super smooth and beautiful gravy. So I like to add about 4 tablespoons of the browned flour to start off, allow it to simmer, smooth out, and thicken. If I feel like I need to add a little bit more, I'll add 1 or 2 extra tablespoons of that. So it's completely up to you. Once the gravy has thickened just how you like it and you have no more flour lumps, turn the heat off and it's time to serve. I opted to serve my roast over garlic mashed potatoes, but you can also serve it over rice, whatever you prefer. And that is it, my cookies. The recipe link will be down there in the description box. Guys, look at how tender this beef is. I'm telling you, you have to try my recipe. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. I gotta eat, so until next time, be blessed.